So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Levis going to the air right away. Open man is Tucker.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Off the play fake, Levis. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. Now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Cook. Given 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. That is caught. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On play action. Now Rodgers. Going right back to Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. 27 yards. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Levis looking to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hitting Mayer here on the out route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now. Levis. That's complete to Dobbs. Touchdown Raiders. Romeo Dobbs. 38 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw caught by Olave. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw complete there to Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Here's Rodgers. Again, it's Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Kamara trying again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. But they go play action. Here's Levis going for it all. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Down to the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Levis on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9. Levis to throw it. This one caught by Isabella. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns.
Here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Now Rodgers. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
26. Back north.
Rodgers now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Hey, 26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. With 30 more yards and another 1st down. Levis sets up to throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Romeo Dobbs, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This 2nd and 4. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. And Isabella, 32 yards. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got him, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Now Levis.
Too long, a coverage sack, down he goes.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now this throw caught left side.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Flushed out right.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Cat 300, 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. A strong running. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 88 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Open man is Tucker. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Play action now. Levis. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Back north. Inside. Big 30.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Jacorian Bennett has it.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here's Jacobs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Jacobs again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Jump out!
Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now here is another interception. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
2nd and a couple.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he'll be out of bounds.
144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Rodgers going to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Here's Rodgers. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This is caught.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Rodgers going to run the draw.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Juwan Johnson,
a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And they'll turn to Kamara.
And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
And they work this well upfield across
165 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2nd and 10. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The city always a little extra excitement for week